What's up, guys? Sean, you have to say, or Eddie, you have to say something first
Why?
because you have a mouthful of apple.
Oh, my bad, guys. How's everybody doing?
Small talk.
Been a while since we had you on as the intro, Eddie. Oh,
Now I
of
got a
course,
mouthful of muffin.
glad to have you. Welcome everyone to this week's episode of Small Talk, the show where we talk about absolutely nothing important at all. I'm your host, Dylan, as always, joined by my two hosts, Sean and Eddie Money Mendez. What's up, guys? What's new?
Nothing much. How's it going?
Nothing, man. Excited.
Sean, did you have those comics on in the background before?
I put them
Oh,
up that weekend after.
That's all. That
nice.
looks great.
It does look great.
Super
Thank you
nice.
guys.
They're not CGC though, so
Some of these aren't worth getting CGC'd.
Get him.
are any of them like spec books, or are they just books you really love?
They're books I really love. Yeah, like
Nice.
this one over here, First Gamora. This is issue 99 of Tales of Suspense. Second appearance of Thanos right here, and some other ones. Second Black Panther. Iron Man Submariner. So there's some good key books up here.
How come they're not worth getting graded? They would just be really.
Some of them
Bad grades,
are,
or-
yeah, some of them are pretty crappy. Like I might do it eventually. Got some other books that are on deck first. So I know like the Black Panther, the second Black Panther is pretty beat up, and Namor would be a good one. Where is he at? Namor right here.
Yeah.
That one, and then the Iron. Which you can't see it on screen up here.
Oh, a whole nother row there.
The Iron Man Submariner would be good. Whiplash.
Namor
Ronan.
is the Marvel Aquaman, right?
Yeah, basically. The other good one right here is the Fantastic Four First Him, which is Adam Warlock.
Oh, nice.
So,
Dude, you should get that one. That
yeah,
shit's coming.
That was, yeah, I know. So, there's some good
Yeah,
ones that I need to get done.
Look at Sean coming in with the comic heat, dude.
He used to
Comics
have
are
way
hype
more.
right now on the network.
Well,
You're not a somebody unless you got some comics now.
shoot. Man, that was my first introduction to collecting this style of stuff.
Really?
Because before I was doing like Yu-Gi-Oh, and I got tired of that, and then I jumped into the comics because of the movies, because the MCU, Guardians and Iron Man, and then just kind of branched out from there. And I read this stuff originally, like I'd get like back issued stuff, and of early Iron Mans and things like that, and I would read those first, and that's how I got introduced to them.
Well, they look
comic form.
they look good. Are they frames, or are they like those
So-
things you can get from shops? Those cases.
Yeah, they're those BCW showcases. They work
okay.
really well if you want to just. They're fairly cheap, but if you just want to kind of put the book in there, you size it by Golden Age, Silver Age, current. And
Okay.
You just find the best fit. Sometimes you got to go a little bit bigger, because a lot of these Silver Age stuff, like they'll kind of spread out with the way that they're stapled. So sometimes a Silver Age might need to go into a Golden Age just to kind
Oh,
of fit right and stuff. So
I've seen the the cases that they have. They're like, I don't think they have edges. They're clear all the way around, and they have the little colorful studs you put in the corners. Have you seen those ones?
yeah,
Those
I've
are
seen
some
those.
of the ones I was thinking about getting.
If
you
you're
know.
wanting to spend a little bit more money, there's a website called I believe it's Comic Book Resources, and they have frames that they call their museum frames, and it comes with a piece of UV protected plexiglass. So if you're really particular about the UV lights in your room, or if there's a window,
Oh.
it's going to protect it. And I have two of those, and then I have one of the CGC ones, which has the a sheet that goes over it. But
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I wouldn't. I never think about the protection thing, like the film and all. I never think about like, oh, you need the sun protection, which is good. I should be thinking about that, but it's just
for the older
doesn't
stuff,
cross
it's
my
worth
mind.
it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, sorry to hijack the intro from you there, Dylan, but
No, that's fine.
I got a funny joke to tell you. Adriana's gonna get mad at me because she's watching, but I'm gonna tell it live, and she
She's
needs to get
pregnant.
over it because she's my girlfriend and she needs to say the shit openly like me. She said, "I didn't know there was a guest on the show tonight," and I was like, "What the fuck? What are you talking about?" And she sent me a meme of Luigi.
So funny. Just because I have a
was like,
mustache
"Oh,
doesn't
you
make me
got him."
Luigi.
Wow.
What do you guys say? Seems
Or-
racial.
Seems
Or-
you're not even Italian, motherfucker.
How do you know?
Oh,
How
you're
do
not
you
Italian.
know? The gabagool.
Wow.
I'm
Or
Italian.
John's
or
cousin. Huh?
what's his name from Super Troopers?
Yeah, that's what I think more. The Super Trooper guy. I don't know. I don't remember his name, but that's what I think.
That's why I named
The-
myself. That's
the-
why I named myself that one name, and no one got it. So I
Because I never saw Super Troopers like fully through. I've seen bits and pieces, but the first thing I think of whenever somebody brings up Super Troopers is dear God.
yeah.
Mine's
So that's Ramathorn. The guy that I was thinking of, it was Mac. He's the one like with the mustache
I
that.
thought you meant. I honestly thought Mac was a preferred truck driver. That's why I thought you were naming yourself Mac. I was like, Jesus.
He's the one. I think he pretends to be or something.
Oh,
To be
okay.
dumb that one time around, but Adriana, yeah, you're dead to me.
Wow.
Just kidding.
God.
Let's hit up the chat here. Toy Mafia, we got Tukathri, what up? Badfish, Sweet Mark, Equan, Alvin, Jay, Brenton, what's up guys? And then Paul Schreiber. Thank you so
Brenton.
much for the
I'm gonna do
the
this live,
super chat.
but
Yes.
Dylan might get mad. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the super chat. I didn't even see it. Go ahead.
Thank you
Oh, you
so
didn't say
much,
anything.
Paul.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it, man. Brenton, if you want to join Small Talk, I know you collect small shit. So if you want to join live and you're not doing nothing, send me a message and I'll send you the link, buddy. Sorry,
Yeah.
Dylan. I didn't mean
No,
to go
that's-
over the mustache there.
That's fine. We can move on. We don't have to focus on the mustache too much. I expected more, to be honest. Shout out Eddie, by the way. Or not Eddie. Manny.
Wow.
For this shirt.
Oh, that's a sick shirt, dude. Oh, it's
Yeah.
in like, what is that? Fucking Asian.
Yeah, this was my Secret Santa gift from him. So love. I really like it. I only had one Jaws shirt and it's made out of that like shitty material, so it's kind of falling apart. So I needed another one, and this one is pretty awesome. I love it's good quality, and I like the graph. Like it's not gonna paint or lose anything there.
Like
But
paint? Do shirts paint?
no, the decal, whatever you want to call it, that
It's
goes
not gonna
on,
fade,
to
it's
do
not
the
gonna crack.
printing. Right, it's not gonna peel
Oh.
off.
Oh,
But
I was like, wow, it's a useful feature. But
Um,
continue.
so yeah, shout out there. So anything you guys get anything new since last show? Sean, you go first. Anything?
Yeah, I did. So I got Pudgy Pig.
Oh yeah. So Pudgy Pig is Hasbro from the Lightning Collection, right? For Power
Yeah.
Rangers. Okay.
So I had canceled my my exclusive pre-order with Hasbro Pulse, and I picked him up over at Stevens, and much happier, just because I wasn't super impressed with the lunchbox and stuff like that, but has a fork and a knife and the little lightning effect and a couple extra hands. But other than that, that's about it.
Nice, dude.
Chat right now blowing me up or blowing up the Super Trooper quotes. Oh my god, Cody. What up, Cody? Brian, gonna watch you boys smoke the whole bay. Yes, God.
Jesus.
We used to. That was like one of our big quotable movies like in high school and college. We used to quote that shit all
I
the
gotta
time.
watch the show then. I have this thing
It's
where
already pulled over. You can't pull over any farther.
I have this thing with those kind of movies where I don't like, you know, during that era there was a lot of stuff coming out that was overtly dumb to me. Like it's dumb funny, but it still was dumb to me. So I didn't watch them because of that. I don't like when they like really push that line of funny and dumb, you know. It's kind of like how Peacemaker is right now, and I'm like in and out. No pun intended.
So I kind of know what you're referencing or what you're talking about, but that was like the exception movie for me. Like that was the one that I just had a good time watching all the time. It was funny. And I think it had to do also just like with the time in my life I probably was in, but
Sean, Mark says, brother and I have been watching Sentai something Ranger, so I got a Yellow Ranger and Scorpina last night. What is that word? Z Ranger? Z
have no
Ranger, I
clue.
guess.
The Z Rangers, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, the 2-pack for the Yellow Ranger and Scorpina is really cool. I want to get it. I didn't realize that it was actually a different Yellow Ranger because I think it's Tanya, and she becomes Yellow Ranger for a bit, and then it switches over to Aisha, and I might have that mixed up. But it's a real cool 2-pack.
Nice, man. Congrats. Nice pickup.
what about you, Eddie? You get anything new?
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
Whoops.
Nothing
What's up, Brenton?
nothing new for
Hey,
me
guys.
other than Legos. What's up, Brenton? Just the slave one that I built. I guess that's small talk worthy.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
No, not Slave One. Come on now.
I apologize. You see, it's hard now because it's hard now because on the show it's Fire Spray, but then on the box it says Boba Starship, so I don't know what
That's
what
like
do I call it?
That's like what they like reference the marketing to. I don't know. That whole thing is just weird. Like, does the word slave just not exist anymore at Disney? Like,
I mean,
not in their vocabulary. Like, why did they change that?
It's
Did I miss something?
hey, the word slave doesn't exist to anybody. Okay. The opinions and views of Dylan do not reflect the other opinions and views of the guys on this channel. Just say.
Ooh, Sean, you're getting called out here. The compliments from the audio father himself. That's what I should
Wow.
call him instead of the aux father.
Oh, you
He's the
got a
audio
new
father.
mic.
Yeah, I upgraded my entire system. So
Look at this
it
guy.
started with the computer, but I got the
Wow.
Focusrite. I got the mic, and then I'm working on getting the
headset.
shock mount.
Look.
No, and the headset. Yeah.
Yep.
Look.
And
You know what
now
I
we're-
think, Dylan?
Now we're here to announce Sean's leaving the show. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he's out. You know
This
what
is
I
my last
think?
show.
I think this is audio compensation for 3 3/4 sized appendages. That's what I think this is.
Mr. 3 3/4, sir.
Making up.
I
for
apologize.
it. Breton, what's up? How's it going?
Oh, pretty good. Just
Good. Good to
I made the mistake of pre-ordering from Big Bad Toy Store. And it's
pre-ordering
getting really,
what?
the retro carded Spider-Man figures.
Okay.
So-
Yeah.
That black suit Spider-Man, the Hobgoblin, Hammerhead, and I think there's one, the Shocker.
Yep.
And now I see everybody starting to find them in Targets. And it's just getting really frustrating because Big Bad is still like, oh, April.
So
Yeah, you gotta be ready for that, man.
I think
Big
that's the
bad.
way it's always going to be, and I think that's on purpose because they still want you to shop in store as much as you can. And they want to incentivize that still somewhat to people, I think. So I think that's done on purpose. I know that NECA has talked about before how, and McFarlane has too, where certain things they have to get to those big retailers that they've made deals with before. Getting them to like a Big Bad or Entertainment Earth or online people only. So that might be an on-purpose thing. But yeah, same thing with like this thing, the American Werewolf in London NECA figure. I think I ordered this on Big Bad almost right after it came out, and I just went to the local comic book shop today and found it. So
Nice.
he had 2 of them in, and he said he's already ordered them twice. But anyways, Brenton, sorry. What else have you gotten anything new on your end or anything?
No, it's all been comic books, so it's probably a good thing that they're taking forever to ship, because then I don't have to pay for them right now.
Gotcha. So, this is your first time on the show, Brenton. Real quick, just kind of like a mini interview. We can kind of give you a little mini interview here and see what you collect, and tell us a little more about what you do as far as collecting, what got you into it, that sort of thing. So what all do you collect? I'll start there.
I think I've limited the at least 6-inch now down to just that Marvel Legends. I like the Mafex stuff, and I like Mezco, but Mezco really doesn't have a lot of Marvel, I guess, Spider-Man options. It's very limited. If it's Batman, Mezco's great. But Mafex, I don't like the secondary prices on a lot of that stuff. If you miss out originally, I don't really want to pay $200.
Well, they're getting better, I guess. They did the $20.99. They don't. The thing is they don't do villains, which sucks. Like, it would be nice to see a Sinister
Mezco you're
6
talking?
from Mezco. Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be really dope to see a Sinister 6 from Mezco. But they're doing Fantastic Four, so you got some hope there, I think, Brenton, that they'll do. Because I didn't think that they were going to do them either. So
Yeah, that was
think
really
you got some hope.
surprising. But I don't know if it's a better option to do it in a 4-pack or actually to release them individually, so you're not hit with, $400 or $500 at one time.
I think we'll see that with the FF wave.
Yeah, with someone with Fantastic Four, I think that's definitely something that you want to see a package deal with. Like, I guess there's probably people out there that just want one rep from it, like the Human Flame, Human Torch.
Plus,
something
it'll
like that,
probably
but-
it'll probably go on sale, man. The Ghostbusters you could find those for below retail, I think, when they came out.
So that's what I thought about the Black Bolt and Iron Jaw set they came out with. I was like, oh, this will go on sale, or the Popeye and Bluto set, but those sold out really quick.
Okay, but why would you guess that on those?
Because those are
Because
sets too.
Popeye-
And those were like
yeah, but-
almost $180, $200 sets.
They didn't make that much Popeye because it's fucking Popeye. Like, and because there's so much stuff, people would have bought that or because there's not enough of that character represented, they would have that would have sold out quick. And then they probably didn't make as much because it's not as like hype of a brand or character, so they're not gonna make as much. And then same thing with Black Bolt is like that character isn't that big for Marvel. And then they ended up killing it on the Lockjaw. Everybody's wanted a good Lockjaw, so he would have sold. That set would have sold regardless for Lockjaw. So, God damn it, Dylan, you need to do your research, man.
I don't think it's as simple as popular, not popular. I think a lot of it goes off of obviously the amount of pre-orders they have over that window, and that window's been closed for a while. Okay. And the problem is
what influences pre-orders? Popularity.
That tells them how much to
no, but
order.
What pushes pre-orders? Popularity.
Right, but if they're pre-orders, that's less on the market. So when they hit, that all those pre-orders eat everything up, and the hobby does nothing but grow. So like this is the issue that like Mafex is running into, and Mythic Legions a lot now, is that they have such long pre-order windows. Like Mezco, Mafex, they're getting bitched at all the time about having such long times of that you pre-order something and you don't see it for a year and a half. Well, over that year and a half, that pre-order window's been closed. Who want that figure have gotten it. And this is what happened with Conan. This is why Conan, even though it was a regular release, sold out so quick, because during that time, the more people got into Mezco, and eventually everything just dries up because of the growing hobby over that time. So it really just, I think, depends on how much Mezco is going to make of this. I could definitely, like, for the price and what the chunk of it, I could see it drying or maybe staying around a while, but I don't see that it's sticking around once they release Doom's pre-order, because we've been waiting forever for that. That's like, they tease that, they said Doom is coming, and I'm guessing they're gonna release that when people get Fantastic Four in hand and to make it go.
Don't disagree that once Doom releases, it'll sell out, but I also still think for at least a very short time you will be able to find it cheaper, just because people don't want to pay that price up front more than they want the characters. So I would think that at least for a short time you might be able to find some good deals, but I definitely do agree it's going to sell out faster once Doom releases. So, and also in general, I wouldn't wait on Mezco stuff. In general, I wouldn't, you either get it or you don't, but yeah. 4-packs is just, I don't know. I only have reference to that Ghostbusters 4-pack, and I know that was around for a little bit.
I think it's still around.
And the Warriors. Yeah. You can.
Oh yeah, the Warriors, right?
Yeah, you can find those around as well, and they're pretty niche. There's a lot of people that, like, I think forget about them or don't know about them, because I saw a post the other day of people asking for lines that they wish they had, and one guy is super adamant about a Warrior line. Just said, it's crazy, we haven't had anything like this, and someone hyperlinked the Big Bad Toy Store listing for him on there, and I was like, it's been out forever. How'd you not know about it? But
probably made his day.
Yeah. So what lines do you all collect? Brenton, you said Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
What else you got?
I've dabbled in, like I said, the Mezco and the Mafex, some McFarlane stuff. So I've tried a little bit of everything. I still have the Super 7 Turtles that I just never opened, and I'm kind of regretting getting those.
Why?
I think it's just the way they do the releases are kind of frustrating, where you kind of just want the 4 turtles, but I understand why they do it, but it doesn't make collecting them any more or any less frustrating, because everybody wants the 4 turtles. So if they just did all the turtles, then people would probably stop buying it. But I also don't want all the variants of the Strange Turtles either.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you didn't open them? You just checked out the packaging?
Yeah, I just took they come in like a shipper box, so it's weird.
Yeah.
That was, if you've ever got a Super 7, I know you've gotten a
I have
few of that.
one, but how did you feel about the quality and the look of them through the packaging, at least? Like, what were your first impressions?
I mean, they look good.
They're like 50 each,
But yeah, I don't know if they're worth the price, because, they look very similar to the Playmates figures. They're very close to that, so I don't know. And I know there are some issues with just the packaging themselves, of the swords and stuff being bent. Like, that's still an issue you have to face.
It might be better with those because of, like, the Playmates figures. Like, that's what they're going for, because for me, I got the Conan, and I remember the first thing, like, I love the packaging. The packaging is killer. But when I saw the figure in the box, I immediately thought, like, this looks cheap. Like, it looks cheaper than, I think that one was $60 total, like, to get shipped. And I was like, $60? This feels more like, honestly, like the He-Man that they're doing for Target now. That's what it looks like. It just looks like a toy. Yeah, a Mattel figure. That's what it looks like. Even the plastic is like that cheap figure plastic. So I was like, that turned me off the second. So I was like, well, what do I like? I love the packaging, so I'm just gonna keep it in the package, because I don't like the way the figure is. But that's a movie figure, so that maybe with them just go the either comic route or animated cartoon route, or those will probably end up being better. But yeah.
Well, I think you get away with the turtles because they look okay. They're not trying to make them look like a human. So I think that's a definite plus for those. That head sculpt for Conan.
Yeah,
it didn't come out the best.
Cody asked, who makes the best 112 Star Wars figures? Anything close to Mezco? No. quick answer on that. It's just Black Series right now, but there are rumors that eventually a lot of people keep talking about either they wish or they think that Mezco is getting the Star Wars license there. We'll see how that goes, because they're starting to double up on a lot of the same things as Hasbro, whether that's Hasbro dishing the license out or just allowing for more. I don't know.
Did you mention SHF and Mavix?
No, so those are the other ones, I guess, Cody. Mafex will probably match the what's considered 1/12 scale nowadays more. SH
7-inch, right?
Well, kinda, yeah, ish.
They're bigger than
right.
like true 1/12. I thought.
Exactly. SH Figure Arts is the actual true 1/12 scale for a lot of their figures, but it's small, quite a bit smaller than like a Mafex or Mezco or a lot of those other high-end ones. For whatever reason, they run a little bigger. But yeah, the Mafex Mando was actually really good, besides the pink blaster that he came with that you just rub off essentially.
I don't think the Mafex. I just said mention it because I know some people love them, but I don't feel like the price point is justified compared to Black Series. Black Series does such a good job that might as well go with Black Series and save yourself a shit ton of money.
Yeah, and so there's no... The reason I said nothing like Mezco is because there's nothing soft goods related out there. Like, there are the high-end...
Anyway.
Right. There are, like, the high-end... Like, this is the Mafex Mando. You know, you can roll with this thing. And the SH Figure Arts comes loaded. I really like the accessory set that comes with that. It's fun, but they're also like visible joints and mostly plastic with maybe a soft good cape or something like that. But for true like soft good kind of Mezco-ish type Star Wars figures, there's nothing out there yet, and there's rumors, but we'll see. It would have to, like kind of what Eddie mentioned, it'd have to do really well, I think, because I'm guessing they would be expensive because of the licensing, so probably $100 plus a fig. And it'd have to be that much better than a Black Series.
That's funny that Mezco is like the collector's dream for Star Wars, because they have that in every scale, I think. Well, 1/6 they got Hot Toys is killing it with Star Wars right now, but statues, they all want this one company to get Star Wars too, so it's like the same thing in the other communities. Like they're waiting for that Mezco to get the license.
Yeah, and it could be too because Mezco could do it really, because how many besides droids, almost everything Star Wars related has a lot of soft goods. I guess some troopers don't, but I like a lot of like the Jedis and like Han, Luke, Obi-Wan, all of them would benefit a lot from like a solid soft good look to them.
Plus, you could always just stay with the Black Series for droids. Like get all the Mezco soft good stuff, and then when droids, just get a bunch of droids to army build from the Black Series, and you're good.
Right.
I like the Black Series. I started collecting some of those with the Mando stuff, and that Bo-Katan, that's a great face sculpt there, head sculpt.
Even the
technology.
Even the 3 3/4 inch scale of her and them have been doing really well, they've been doing them well, I should say.
That Grief Karga is a little questionable, but
there's
I
should
have stuck with those.
I think Bill always talks about the 3 3/4 inch Boba Fett's better than the Black Series Boba Fett. Those guys over there at Dork Lair have said that for a while now, but so what are you kind of dabble? It sounds like you dabble in quite a few things, Brent.
Yeah. I tried the like G.I. Joe classified line, but that got frustrating, especially with any of those exclusives, because it was right at the time when exclusives were just impossible. I mean, I know Hasbro's improved since then, but when I was trying to get any G.I. Joe figures, it was a nightmare. And then I also dabble in a little NECA. So I like their alien figures.
Hell yes. Yeah, you're like the first one I've heard in a while that has talked about those ones. That's my biggest. That's what it got me into collecting was NECA's Alien and Predator line when they got the AVP and AVPR line back in the day in the mid 2000s, I think, like 2007, 8 ish. But yeah, Cody asked, what are your preferred licenses? Star Wars, Marvel. I know, like if someone said Venom, you're a big Venom fan. You and I have talked about that before.
Marvel's probably at the top, and then, like I said, I only got into the Black Series because of the Mandalorian. Otherwise, I wasn't too interested in collecting that. And then some movie stuff. So that's where the aliens come in.
Gotcha.
So it's just whatever catches my eye. Like I thought that American Werewolf in London looked amazing, but I haven't seen it in store.
Yeah, so great transition, Brenton, for like new things I got. That's what I was kind of talking about earlier. So I got the American Werewolf in London Werewolf by NECA. And this thing is pretty gnarly. If I had one complaint, it's almost I don't get the point of this joint or articulation, like how it's like just cut in half there and then like on a ball joint that you can't move anyways, really. It's almost kind of pointless. And I don't need it either, like this. Give me the articulation in the legs, which it has a lot of. It has like articulation here in the foot, kind of at the ankle there, and then at their elbow. I think technically that's like the knee or elbow of dogs. But anyways, yeah. Not much for a tail. Little stub there. So, and then he came with 2 heads. So this is the one. So,
That's
this
the
is
best
the
one right there.
Yeah, this is the open mouth one. He's like snarling, kind of bloody teeth, everything like that. And this is the other one that he comes with. By the way, when you swap the heads, there's like this kind of really loose or rubberized thing that goes over the top and moves with it. And I actually kind of like it. I think it goes well with it. What were you going to say, Eddie?
Mike Oxlong says it looks like my mother-in-law. Good Lord. You hate to see it.
Come on, Mike. Jesus Christ.
Well,
We're famous, man. We got Mike on the
if John
stream.
was here, he'd want you to touch the spot.
So
Oh.
this is the other one, and it's mouth closed. Teeth are, yellow. They're not bloodied like the other one. Issue here, the only issue that I have, and it's very small, I could fix it easy, is you can't tell, but with these bottom incisor, sharp teeth here, they're like kind of curved up and around the mouth, so they come up kind of like curved like this, and it just kind of looks awkward. So yeah, that's my only complaint. I could just heat it up and fix that. You can't really, you kind of see it there.
Yeah.
But God, they're huge. He's got crazy kind of underbite there. You can't even like shut his mouth. It's wild. But okay, let's see what the chat. You can see the chat's lipping off here. Cody's talking about real hump in action. He can't even do that. That's about as good as he's got. Mark says, great transition. You know that shit you never seen. I got it. Low-key troll. What? Oh, yeah, my bad. It sounded like I was like bragging that because Brenton just said that he hasn't seen it yet. Check your local comic shops. I haven't seen them in Target or Walmart yet, but this was in my local comic shop. So check that, Brenton, if you haven't yet.
Mark, we do not endorse the beating of women on this channel, so please do not come here with that kind of talk. Thank you.
Oh, his mother-in-law has battle damage. What in the hell is that?
Yeah, that's not good.
Jeez, what is it with the mother-in-law?
Mark, maybe
talk
stop
tonight with the
drinking so many cranberry vodkas. If it's leading to physical abuse, that's a sign that you have a problem.
So
get with you, Mark.
This is the reason for the show's title today. Patience is key. This is the Mafex Hush Superman.
Oh, patience is key. I'm glad you brought that up. Yes, definitely. Why is patience key for this, Dylan?
Because I just got around award season. We were talking about how this one was one of the better 1/12 figures of the year last year, and it sold out fairly quick. Like, it was not in stock very long at all with a lot of places over here, and it sold out really quick, and a lot of people loved it, said it was an amazing figure. Probably one of the more definitive Supermans we have out there. And I'm not an inbox collector, Cody. I just haven't got around to opening it, hence the werewolf here.
You should. I think there's supposed to be an issue with like that cape, like the S on the cape is like crooked or something, or like.
So, yeah, and sometimes you'll see issues with the cape connecting there. So yeah, I'll definitely open this. With Mofex, you almost always want to, just in case there's defects.
Look at Equan is foreshadowing to our title as well, saying that he thought we were also going to talk about the new Mezco Conan. No need to pay aftermarket prices. Well, Equan, spoilers. Thank you for that. But that's also a good segue into the news.
There you go. Yeah, that's the other reason for the patience is key. But so anyways, the whole story with this Mofex thing, there's a reseller hobby search, or like their actual it's like hobbysearch1999.co or something like that is the website that a lot of people are posting on the groups where that one got restocked somehow, and a lot of people got these figures in. So I just quick hopped on that, got it for retail when this figure was going for 200 plus to 300 sometimes in the aftermarket. So it felt good to get that for retail, and I'm glad I snagged it there. And it sounds like there could be more coming. So be patient with figures you want. You'll get different chances. There's a couple things actually we're going to cover on today's show that play into that, including like the Mythic Legion's Krampus, obviously Mezco Conan. But yeah, so kind of moving on here to the news. Mezco had a kind of a crazy last couple weeks here for releases when they were really slow for a while. So they released a Neon Nightmare multicolor 4-pack for Skulls. This is $24 and available. You can just buy it now and we'll ship. So it's like a turquoise colored skull with red eyes, and then like a blue skull with yellow eyes, a yellow skull with pink eyes, and then a pink skull with green eyes. And I know a lot of people are kind of complaining about the price of these. $25 for 4 heads. That's getting fairly spendy. And
what the fuck? $25 for 4 heads?
Yeah.
That's a great price. What the fuck are you talking about?
I think, well, it's more expensive than what they've released recently for some of these packs. Like, so
What do
that's
they want it to be?
$6.25 a head.
That's fine.
But yeah,
if you go to a custom maker to get these heads, they're gonna be $25 a head. So
yeah, right. So I think it's still better than if you go to the aftermarket for things. Did we miss a Landon message?
I think it was for Sean.
Someone in the chat said, "Did anyone see Landon's comment?"
Did you see that?
I did not.
Oh.
I like the yellow head with the pink eyes. I really like that head a lot.
Why do you like that one?
I don't know. I feel like the colors complement each other the best. Like the yellow and blue is a little, I don't know. They don't play off well. Neither does green and pink is okay. Maybe second favorite, and I don't like that sky blue with red.
I don't either.
So I think the yellow and the pink are my favorite, but yeah, the yellow one just looks really cool to me.
I don't really like, really honestly any of these colors that's the only reason I haven't gotten any of them. But I know that they work well with multiple other lines too that people like them for. But yeah, Equan or Cody says, "Dude, I feel like the skulls are super overused at this point." Equan said this would sell better if they had a white skull, since that secret white skull figure is so limited. Yeah, no shit. That'd be nice to get a white skull. But at the same time, it's the style of skulls. I know a lot of people like the Pink Skull Club. That's like a different type of skull. The one that came with Cousin Eddie. It's different style than these ones, and I know people want more of those style
Oh,
ones instead of these ones.
Yeah, I like those ones too. The
Yeah.
very like cartoony or like that old school vibe. Yeah, it looks good.
Right. So yeah, the other one that they did was what we were talking about. They came out with another version of Conan. Conan the Conqueror, $112, non-refundable deposit of $28 for it, and this is due in August to October 2022. This was an MDX, so you could only order on their website, but it was a window pre-order, so you had I want to say 48 maybe longer hours. You had about two days or so to pre-order this thing, and all you got to do is scrap up $28 in 2 days. So I know that's not the longest window in the world for this, but it's still something for a lot of people wanting that Conan figure. This guy comes loaded, and I think almost even with more than the other Conan one. But what do you think of this, Sean?
I think it looks cool. I think you're right with like all the extra accessories that it's coming with. I believe it comes with a lot more soft goods than the other one had.
Yeah, it does.
And then the weapons are just, I mean, they're crazy. You got the shield and the swords and all the other different types of weapons. So, I mean, they're really jam-packing this thing.
Eddie, what about you? I know you wanted the original one, which, by the way, I'll put kind of a quick reminder of what came with the original. This was the original one that they did. So he kind of had 3 skirt / tunic things, and then like his one cloak, axe, 2 swords, 2 head sculpts, and a shield, and then a little knife, necklace, belt, 2 belts, I think. So this is the original Threezero Conan that they did, and this is the new one. And this is all the stuff the new one comes with. So he comes with 2 different cloaks. One with the fur on the top, and then like a dark one, and then he comes with 2 loincloths, 2 necklaces, and then even more weapons. I think he only has the 2 swords, and then he comes with 2 I don't know how to pronounce those things. Falchions. They're like the chain with the spike balls at the end of them.
Those are why the fuck am I blanking on what maces? I know that it says falchion, but that's essentially what they are.
Gotcha. So yeah, and comes with those, and then 3 head sculpts. So yeah, this pretty much took away anyone's complaint about not getting one. This is a really well done one. I hopped on the wait list. I didn't initially think I needed to. I hopped on the wait list just in case. I decided I want to get it. I wasn't super crazy about the first one, just because it's my taste. It's not anything against Conan, and it's a well done figure. I acknowledge it as one of the better ones of the year. Brenton, what do you think of this one?
Yeah, I think it looks really good. I mean, this is a really impressive figure with lots of accessories. I'm really pleased with Mezco. I think they're one of the better companies out there making figures. So I kind of actually like them a little more than, say, Hot Toys.
Yeah, and if anyone listened to the show, we said to stay patient with Conan. There was rumors up and down that they were coming out with one, plus the other one had so much demand that there was no reason they weren't going to come out with another one. Someday, anyways. I didn't know it was going to be this soon, but
Yeah.
they were due for one.
Speaking of this soon, Frank Frasetta's birthday is next week on Wednesday, so I would not be surprised if we saw some kind of other drop on Wednesday next week. It's interesting to me that they didn't save this until then, but maybe they do have something else in the works, and they are gonna drop it next week. Cause Sideshow is actually having like a Frank Frazetta Day, like live stream and all these different things on their channel. So we may see something from Mezco, maybe another statue, maybe of this version over the most recent one, maybe something like that. Which maybe I'd be more interested in since that's my new focus, but we'll see.
Equan has a good point. Maybe it's an Arnold one for Eddie.
Wow, Jetty, I'm a car now. Yeah, an Arnold one would be very tempting. I still wouldn't like that because I'm trying to be responsible right now at Equan, but that would definitely be hard to say no to.
Oh yeah, that'd be day one for me. If it looked like Arnold, I would jump in on it right away.
Yeah. David says, I think I have been pretty patient waiting for the 89 Batman. Yeah, yeah, that's a different reason to be patient. No shit. And then Thor says, it's alright. The weapons are spectacular, but as far as Conan, it's a bit overrated in my opinion.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know anyone who was disappointed in the other one that they've had. What do you like, Thor? Let us know. That's not saying you're wrong or anything, obviously.
I'm saying he's wrong. It's 100% sculpted. You can't get closer to the art of Frazetta, in my opinion. They nailed that. So, I mean, look at the intricate sculpt on a Mezco body, which you don't see very often. You get detailed scarring and paintwork. That face, Mezco's known for soft faces. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That shit is perfect. So, yeah, I'd really like to know. I'm not saying that I don't respect your opinion. I just think it's wrong.
What does Dean say? Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Yours is just wrong.
Yeah.
And then this. So we didn't have this in the slideshow, but so we have the Barbarian Booster Kit that went up at the same time, and this is still up for pre-order, $40 right now, and this is gonna ship around that same time, August to October 2022. So this is just kind of an expansion pack that you can add on to any Conan that you have or want, or really any other Mezco figure that you wanted to. So it's 2 head portraits, 2 clubs, and then so in one almost looks like a baseball bat with spikes, blood splatter effects that you can attach to the weapons, battle scythe, another sword, and then a dagger. So pretty cool. They also did some soft good stuff here too. So
nice.
They did another fake fur cloak with leather strap, and then a quilted tunic with belt that you can kind of put over their body, and then a belt, storage pouches,
like
sheath.
Real wool there. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So yeah, really cool. These heads are redos. Like the one is Captain Nemo head, and then the other one is KG Beast. It was their original heads, I think, for them. And this one, the KG Beast one, actually came up again, and we'll cover that here in a second. But
how much is this?
$40.
I guess. And that comes with the cloth and everything?
Yep.
Okay, maybe that's
You're
making
back,
those
baby.
heads look a little expensive.
Yeah, so with this page alone, just with the weapons, effects, and heads, yeah, that's pretty spendy. But yeah, the soft goods can be spendy. I think they did a soft good that was just a soft good pack a little bit ago. That was not I think $30 or something, and that felt, or $50, and that felt like a little much because they had a bunch of straps and stuff. But
really quick, Thor got back to us. He says the body is excellent, money. It's just the damn face. It looks like a cross between a frost giant and a dark elf from Marvel. Got it? I mean, fair enough, I guess.
Well, that's how he drew it, though. That's what he looks like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's pretty spot on. So maybe you just don't like the Frazetta stuff.
yeah, no, yeah, thanks for that, Thor. I can, and I'll say this before. I've said this a lot. Their head sculpts do a lot of times in the protos don't do themselves justice. When you get a lot of them in hand, they're much better, and you're more satisfied than you expect to be. But yeah,
I would agree with that.
these pictures are so cool in my mind, and like a perfect way for them to sell more Conan figures too.
That bearded one is close to Arnold.
Mm.
That is close. I
That'd
can
be like
see
a
it.
King Conan.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw it. I was like, oh shit, a king. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, so this one would be. I think this is a fun one overall. You could use it with a bunch of different lines, but Vintage Rebellion, what up? And then so the next thing on the Mezco list was another expansion, and this is the Wave Rider and Captain Nemo expansion pack. So this is just an expansion pack for Captain Nemo that we've already covered, and it's his Wave Rider, which is something I think Mezco kind of just created. It's essentially a manta ray, like mechanized manta ray that he stands on and holds straps for. And it's kind of cool. It's, I don't know, expensive. That's what a lot of people, I think, complained about. $90, and I think this is due out of this. I want to say, I think the same time as the other ones. Oh, June to August 2022. Sorry. So this one just comes with like a special vest, and another belt, eye goggles, and then like a lobster trident thing for him, and then obviously the manta ray Wave Rider that they call it. And one thing I was looking on this that's kind of cool. So he's got pegs here. There's pegs here on that go one way, and then there's the pegs that go kind of where you would think the feet would. So you can put him in a couple different poses on there, sticking on there. Like he can stand on the side, I think, or in the front. So there's a couple different things that you can do there.
It'd be cool if it came with like a base, so he can kind of like float on it.
Like a flying base type thing.
Yeah.
So there is a display base and logo with special adjustable posing post. So I'm guessing that's what that would be.
What are these manta rays, or what are they called?
Yeah, that'd be like the animal is like a manta ray.
They don't fly, Sean.
No, but like to give it the illusion of like it's on water or something like that. You know what I mean? Instead of just placing it on your desk and.
No, I get what you mean, Sean.
Yeah.
Eddie,
I guess
Eddie's
if that
the idiot.
wave, if you use that plastic wave thing, I guess then it could look like it was on top of that wave. I guess.
Oh yeah, that's an idea.
That they
Use
come
some
with?
of those effects.
Oh, okay. So those pegs are removable. See that there's no pegs.
Oh
there.
yeah.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, how the fuck are you supposed to use the pegs if there's two right next to each other, but they're removable, so you can choose
where
he's
throwing 'em.
facing. Yeah.
I didn't
cool.
notice that initially in those pictures where they're gone.
That's what I'm here for, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
All I see with that, I'm sorry,
What?
Dylan. I
No,
said
go
all I
ahead.
see with this is like, give me a Green Goblin. Like take this
Ah,
and give me a Goblin Glider.
never.
We have too
happened.
many Marvel fanboys on right now.
Mhm.
I'm just kidding. No, that's a lot of people have wanted them Mezco to touch on the Spider-Man. They want the
What?
Mezco to do like a A lot of people want a Sinister Six Mezco fight essentially, because that could look really cool. I think they could do a good job with that.
Didn't I? You're right.
And then, what up, Badfish? Good to have you. Were we missing Badfish last show? I think we were. But yeah. Anyways, I ordered this. I'll admit it. I don't really like the price. I'm not helping collectors out here. Sorry, but I opened my Captain Nemo and I freaking loved the figure. By the way, amazing figure, super posable. He's way more articulated or able to do poses that you wouldn't think he would be able to. And there's a ton of different like options with him that I didn't even think about. I really liked it. I think this will be fun with it.
Did you
So
ordered this
yeah.
and you ordered the Conan?
No, I hopped on the pre-order for Conan or waitlist. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So I technically don't have a Conan order but I I hopped on it pretty early, so I would be surprised if mine didn't convert. I also think that even though they have that window, that short window cutoff, I think they kind of keep, a little bit of that open to order more and try and accommodate.
What about the pack? Did you order the pack, the Conan one?
Yes, that I did.
Oh, okay. Wow, Dylan. Nice.
Because I wanted the heads and the cloak.
Yeah.
For it. So.
Nice.
And then this one I was excited about, and this one it took me a lot to not order multiple of. So this is the Nautilus crew builder set. So this is to go along with Captain Nemo. And by the way, all of these that we have spoken about are Mezco exclusives. You can only get them on their website because these are part of their Rumble Society, their own kind of brand or license. But Nautilus crew, so it comes with only 2 bodies, but 4 different heads. So that's how they have like the different heads here that you can see. And then there is a backstory. So there's a booklet that came with Captain Nemo that talks about these guys a little bit more in depth. And that's it's kind of cool. It explains, who's the first mate and everything like that. So there's a lot of cool things with this. And that's that head, by the way, that I was talking about that they reused, the KG Beast one. So yeah, it comes with a ton of 16 hands, 4 heads, 2 bodies, 2 crew jackets, hats, and scarves, and then a ton of different weapons. This is kind of what got me on board. What was the weapons? So it's got like a they call it Thunderbolt rifle with harpoon launcher, 6 harpoons, gun blast, and then 2 swords, 2 different, or no, those are the same swords, 2 of the same swords, and then 1 lands point harpoon with rope, and that harpoon is fucking sick. That's what I'm probably the most excited for. And then 2 axes with 2 wrenches that can be stored on the utility belt. So what do you guys think of this?
It's
I think
cool
it
to
looks
see
cool.
them
Yeah.
continuing the Rumble Society stuff.
Did any of you guys read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
No.
No.
All right.
I was thinking if you ordered 2 of these, though, could you just part out the heads? Maybe
Yeah.
the weapons to recoup some of your costs so you can just get 2 bodies.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a lot of people wanting to do that, or a lot of people that are maybe waiting on that. But, yeah. So, kind of moving on here to Mafex, Sean, if you want to grab this one.
Yep. So Mafex is coming out with their Batman Hush number 175 Nightwing for $104.99, due out December 2022. I think he looks like a cool figure. I think it's just there's a lot of black paint for it, and not a lot of design, but I guess it's also kind of what Nightwing was. He's going to come with I don't know what the technical term is, but like 2 little pipes that kind of extend out to a whip with some extra additional hands that have those weapons kind of swinging in his hand. What do you guys think about him?
Thinking those
Looks
like
good.
as Screama sticks or something? Isn't that what they're called?
I thought they were
Cool.
batons.
Oh.
No, it has a special name. I think it starts with an E.
I don't
Eddie,
know.
you were waiting or excited on this guy, weren't you? Why did I think of you?
I don't know much about Nightwing other than the Titans show. I love Nightwing on there, but I know that Nightwing was. I know what Nightwing, like who he is. I know that he was Robin and now he's Nightwing. This is part of the Hush line?
Yes.
I think it's cool that they're filling out that line with all the characters because honestly,
Yep.
I think Mafex does some of the coolest comic looking figures out there. So I think the figure looks great. I like the flowing hair. I love the face sculpt. And I personally love their articulation, like the way it looks more than other joints. Like it doesn't bother me. So, and I like the effects that they give with the whatever the sticks are called. I like the spinning effect. I like it. I think it's good.
What about you, Brenton? What do you think of this thing?
I think this looks really good. I'm actually considering this. I really like Nightwing. Nightwing's an awesome character because he has like the detective aspect of Batman, extremely acrobatic, and he's just kind of not an asshole that Batman is. So he's a lot more likable, just personality wise. So Nightwing's a great character.
Yeah, that essentially has been the consensus. So the biggest two things with this is, yeah, number one, a lot of people have been waiting for them to round out this line. There's not much else to touch on after this guy, and what was the other female that they came out with, the purple design.
The purple design, Bat.
The Huntress.
Oh, Huntress,
right?
that's right.
Yeah. Isn't she from this?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in that.
Yeah, so they're doing a really, that's like damn near like the full character list. That's pretty awesome. It's really nice, like they're rounding it out, and I saw a lot of people really clamoring for this. The other thing is there's not a lot of this character out there for figures. It's not a lot of options, so good to see someone doing it. I know on Foosh, on his show, he talked about the back here to store his Eskrima sticks. From, that's what Ekwan said. Called them.
Fish says
A Nemo stick.
So
Enema.
Hilarious. Enema.
he was talking because there's some pictures where he doesn't have those claw thing, or those things that are clipping that, and it's a removable back piece. He thinks you can see kind of in this picture where there's a seam here, so you remove that back, and then there's the regular smooth one without those clips in
Or
it. So
there's peg holes.
Yeah, I can't believe they just don't pour it in.
Just fit in. Yeah.
there's a picture that shows his back, and there's no peg holes in it. That's why he was confused by it for a while. So
I see.
So yeah, that's kind of new and interesting by Mofex. That's pretty cool.
Is this still up for pre-order?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Let me see.
You don't like what, Sean?
I kind of don't like those little clips on his back, without like there being like a belt or something like that that's kind of holding it together.
I don't know how he did it in the comics, but in Titans he has a little sort of, I don't want to say pouch, but there's a little connection on his lower back where they slide into and then they slide out, and it looks more like it's part of the costume. But I think in this version he did have him, like you could see him on his back like that, so I don't know. Maybe he had little loops or something there in the comics.
Yeah, I just pre-ordered this guy.
Nice.
Wow, live
Nice.
pre-order.
I just
Doesn't happen often here.
Yeah, I've never been one for some of the side heroes in Batman. I was never a fan of like Batgirl or Robin or Nightwing, really any of them. I was never a big fan of, but I do like and appreciate the way they're polishing this line off. You love to see it.
Well,
a lot of lines and places don't do that. So
he's a really special character though, because there was a point where he took over for Batman, and like everybody still loved him. Like, if you know, Batman had a son, Damian, and Damian's like awful to every character in Batman's universe.
he's the shitty Robin.
Yeah, well, he's
trying
just
to kill everyone.
he's the giant jerk, and everybody hates him. But the only person he respected was Dick Grayson. Like they had a run where it was Batman and Robin, and that was the only person that like he didn't give any grief to. So Dick's he's a special character, I think.
Yeah, they portray him that way in Titans too.
I just watched one of the animated movies on HBO, and it was that exact thing essentially, where Damian accidentally kills this guy, and Superman pretty much goes rogue and kicks the shit out of all the Justice League people. And yeah, it's kind of a weird, interesting show with kind of Omega or Invincible vibes to it. But I can't remember what it was called, but it was good. And that thing actually happened. Like, Damian really only listened to Nightwing, it seemed like. So, Injustice,
cool.
yes. Thanks, Alvin. That is what it was. That's why I watched it, because of the video game. I wanted to watch it because of that. So
yeah, that's actually a really cool story where, you know, like the Joker kills Lois Lane, and then
he just goes
Superman
off the
just
deep
like
end.
rips his heart out.
Yep.
And just goes crazy.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's like I said, I got big time Omega Man, or what's his name?
Omni-Man?
From Invincible?
Is it Omni-Man?
Omni-Man, Omega Man, what the hell? Omni-Man, yeah. I got big Omni-Man vibes from that movie, but yeah. So this was the other one, right, Sean?
Yeah, so the next thing we're getting is the Terminator number 176 T800 for $104.99. Also due out in December of this year. Eddie, you're pretty excited about this, right?
It's really cool. I'm tempted to get it. I'm very, very tempted because it's the T2 version, so that makes me like him even more. I love T2, so
It is?
I don't know, man. Well, the hair makes me think T2,
That looks like the Terminator.
but in the Terminator, didn't he have long hair?
No, it was real short.
I thought it was long. Because in all the statues for the Terminator, he has long hair. I'm going to be honest, guys. I've never seen the first one. I've only seen T2.
This reminds me of
And
like
T3
in the first
on.
one.
I never seen the first one.
You never saw that?
No, I only saw T2 and on.
Oh god, this is like when he's in the hotel.
Because he's the antagonist in the first one, right?
Yeah, I mean he's the villain.
See,
yeah,
it's
that
both.
middle.
I think
that middle
it's
one.
meant to be both, I think.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought, anyway. See,
Yeah.
I didn't even fucking see it, and you guys don't know.
So for listeners, there's 3 head sculpts that we're looking at now. So one is just like a straight face with aviators on. One is kind of battle damaged, and both of those two have short, kind of spiked up hair. And then there's the long flowing hair from the first one in the middle picture.
Well, Scott is saying that it's T1, so and Equan's saying he has the T1 outfit, but yeah, I mean maybe
That's
all T1,
what.
so.
Yeah, that's what did it for me was the outfit. That's why I thought it was the first Terminator, but yeah, I don't know. It could be both. It kind of set up for that. So I think isn't the spike? You're saying the spiked up hair is from the second one, Eddie, right? The shorter one, and
Well,
then
that's how he looks. I thought he only had the long hair in the first one. I didn't know that he got like a haircut in the first one or something. So that's what made me think T2. But if he has short hair in the first one as well, then it's T1.
Interesting.
Well, Scott says he has the different hair when he first arrives in the past. So
Yeah, that-
I guess it is T1.
You really need to see that movie, Eddie. You'd probably
I
really like that.
apologize. I probably would. I
There's
don't like the idea of him being the antagonist because I like him being in the second one he's the hero. So
Yeah, but it's really cool how they do it though. So it's not like you feel.
Okay. I'll check it out. And I love Arnold. It's just my mom showed me the Judgment Day first. We never saw the original one, so I just went
Okay.
on from Judgment Day.
Well, Linda Hamilton will make more sense than T2 after you see the first one, like why
Right.
she hates
Yeah.
the Terminators.
Yeah.
Thanks, Scott. Where you at, Scott? He said he has spiked up hair later in the movie. T2 is a better movie, though. Eddie, I agree. Yeah, a lot of people will say that it's like an aliens
What do
thing.
you think
where
about
it's
the
divided.
face printing, Dylan?
It always looks much worse when they zoom in on these pictures. They don't do themselves any favors. You get them in person, you're like, that's perfectly fine. And I won't say like Mofex is ever the best with movie likeness, but the one with the glasses here looks great, in my opinion. This is
I
the
like
one,
the glasses. I would
This
use
is
the
the
glasses.
one I would want. Yeah.
Damn it! I'm not buying it. I'm not doing it.
Maybe after you
Just
see the movie, you'll want to buy this.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
You do.
Yeah. So this guy comes loaded. He's got 5 different guns. So that's nice to see. Warner Bros.
It's
can't
weird
hold
that
back.
it's weird that the M16 doesn't have a stock. I've never seen an M16 without a stock.
Yeah, I remember he doesn't put that against his shoulder in the movie. That's kind of just the way it is.
Is that
I don't know
like-
if that's really an M16, but I'm going off of Call of Duty information here, and that looks weird to me. But
No, that is. I don't know if that's like supposed to be like
Well-
a futuristic gun or what.
no,
Maybe it
you
has
can
a-
get it without the stock. You can get it like that. It's just I'm not used to seeing it that way.
I'm not
Well,
either.
is the stock folding normally? Where's
Yeah, it
he
looks
would know
like
this.
it might be around the edge there, but it just looks
Well, I
weird.
mean, he could have taken that off, the folding aspect of it. Like in
Maybe.
the movie, I don't remember.
It's not a deal breaker,
Um,
but it's just weird.
So moving on to McFarlane, there's quite a bit of news there, and some of it we already covered. So we'll just touch on some of the things at the end here, not all of it. Just a few things for the Batman. But DC Comics Multiverse Batman of Zurin R. So this is a Target exclusive, $20, and it's almost like a McDonald's looking Batman, like purple, red, yellow, all kinds of crazy
Oh,
colors.
that's a good
Yeah, this is a
descriptor there.
fruity story anyway.
It is?
Fruity story. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take it easy, man. Why is it fruity?
Well, so Batman, it's like he got poisoned or something. It was like the Batman RIP that
Okay.
who's that British guy that wrote him for a while?
I'm not going to know. Sean?
Dang.
No, he's not going to know either.
Well, anyway, like Batman,
No clue.
like his mind gets infiltrated, but then he has like this backup because Batman plans for everything, where this special spot where he can go to like meditate in his mind that's protected. And this is what he looks like when he's in that spot. And there's like this little guy that's with him called Batmite.
Oh, this is the Batmite. This is where Batmite comes from, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. So maybe we'll
So-
see a Batmite. It's weird that they didn't include him as an accessory or something.
Yeah, no, you're right. They should have had him with.
Because
It's
I don't think they do him like a solo figure. You know? He's a small
Since it-
figure, so.
this one. Sean listed as an Target exclusive, so I'm guessing they'll come out with another version of it. And it doesn't say, by the way, when this is going to be released. It even on Target's website, it's kind of weird how it's up for pre-order. You can order it for $19.99, but it doesn't give a date for pre-ordering that.
Right.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, Quan. Scottish. Yeah, it was Grant Morrison. He's very trippy.
Close enough.
Yeah.
So
Somewhere in Europe.
the other one was a Crime Syndicate Superman of Earth 3 or Ultraman. And this one, it was kind of the same thing on Target's website. I don't see anywhere where it has a release date. Maybe on the actual McFarlane website it will show a date. I can check here in a second. But this one's $24.99. So interesting that it's more expensive. I thought that was kind of odd.
What
But he
is
does
up
come with
with
two
the-
bigger accessories. It's the what were you gonna say, Eddie?
I'll finish it. You're good. I'll say it in a minute.
It's the Starro. Is that what's his name again?
Yeah.
Starro.
Yeah.
I just remember that because to me that's a stupid fucking name for a villain.
He's supposed to be
didn't,
a wave.
You didn't watch Suicide Squad? The
I
second
did,
one?
yeah, I
Oh,
did.
okay.
I watched it, but I still think it's stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting. So he's Ultraman, so it's a big U on his chest. And
Did you watch Peacemaker? Or have you been watching that show?
I have not. No.
Oh,
Why?
you gotta watch it. He says, I know how you guys like to name missions over there at headquarters or whatever. He's like, we had Project Starfish was literally a giant fucking starfish.
God. Yeah, it's stupid. Anyways, yeah, I'm not seeing this on their actual website, so it truly is a Target exclusive at this point. But yeah, just weird how it doesn't give a date. It just says delivered on or shortly after release date, which it doesn't fucking tell you when that is.
Is he? I don't know if you know this storyline too, Brenton, but is he supposed to have these like wonky shapes in his body? Like his shoulders look super huge, head looks tiny, and
that really just looks like kind of how McFarlane does the Superman figures for whatever reason. That's just the way he does it. That's no different than like the Action Comics 1000.
It looks like it's a little different in the way that like this guy just looks stockier, almost like thicker.
Even the thighs look bigger than the calves. Like they look I don't know what word I'm looking for. Accentuated or whatever.
And yeah, there's definitely more blue. Like his boots are blue here. Man, we need Scott on to tell us about this guy.
Scotty, don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scotty, don't. Okay, so then the next thing on the list here is the Avatar, The Last Airbender, Aang Avatar State is this version. So it's like a different version. We've had the actual figure before, but this one is a gold label and Target exclusive, which would be interesting. I think gold label's mainly been Walmart, but they're slowly expanding out to other places calling them gold labels. And this one's $19.99, and same thing, just no release date, just says it'll come out when it comes out. Weird way of wording that on Target's website. Delivered on or shortly after release date. No shit.
I wanted to love this line, but he just doesn't make them look good. They don't look good.
Does he not have pupils?
Did you own any of these?
No, not these. I bought a couple of the Diamond Select ones, which are trash. And then when he announced this, I was excited. But I've seen all of them in stores. Like he's doing like 3 different lines of the like different scales, and none of them look good to me. Even the statue doesn't. It just doesn't look like Aang. It looks like Aang's cousin or something. It's not like he's getting. It's usually easier to get the animation style sculpts right, and they don't look like Aang to me, so I haven't even been tempted by them.
You've been down on McFarlane lately.
Dude, I don't know. I want to love him because this is an amazing show that needs good representation, and finally he got that license, and I was excited, but the figures just don't look good.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer, but at least they're getting made at some point. So this one is the Batman The Adventures Continue Batman version 2. And this is packaged like DC Direct type thing. This is $30 March 2022 release. And so this is like the animated series looking Batman, not the original Batman series. This is the Adventures Continue. So a little bit different, kind of the newer one. And yeah, different packaging for a lot of his that we've seen. So that's why, and I'm pretty sure this is DC Direct. Yeah, you can see on the bottom there, this is the DC Direct that they're working on. And then Catwoman was the other one, also $30, version 2 from that series, March 2022. And she comes with the 2 head sculpts.
The difference between these and the original release is the fact that they're cel shaded, right?
I believe so.
Okay, because I was like, didn't they release these figures already? And I thought he was like continuing the line, but I did read on there that it said these are cel shaded, and that was the difference, I think.
Yeah, kind of that animated look to them. And then the Batman, the Bat Who Laughs figures. So this is $30 March 2022 as well. And this is the actual figure from, or like the actual Batman Who Laughs figure from that storyline. This is animated looking too. It's not straight from the comic, obviously, which I wasn't used to at all. But yeah, interesting, I guess.
That
There,
diaper thing
and then
looks weird.
so these, I don't think we covered this guy yet. So this is the Penguin from the movie The Batman. This is 20. This guy's $20, and I think due in March. All of those ones I believe are due during that time. So yeah, this is Colin Farrell's Penguin, obviously, that everyone's been really confused about. Doesn't come with much. This is literally it right here. So like just the black and kind of blue coat, and then purple under, and then just four sets of four hands really is all. So 2 different sets. So interesting there. There's not a lot to go off of, but only $20, March 2022 again. And then Catwoman is the other one from the movie, and this is the unmasked version of her. Also due out same time frame and price. And then one thing I wanted to point out here. Give me 1 second. Sorry. There was Eddie. Is Eddie here even?
Yeah.
Were you going to cover the statue?
They did a statue, Super 7?
No, sorry, not Super 7. We're still talking about McFarlane.
Oh, no, go ahead, man. I was joking. You can,
Okay.
No, I don't care.
Well, and I don't know what was going on with the slides there. That was weird. It just like grayed out for the next one. Okay, so this is the Batman statue that they released, and I think this is the second one that they have shown. So this is the Batman 12-inch statue, and $39.99 on their website, or around that elsewhere, due out March 2022. And this looks pretty cool for a $40 6-inch or 12-inch statue. Sorry, 6 scale pretty much. This looks pretty good. I don't think I'll get it, but they're coming out with a lot of stuff for this movie already. So cool to see them kind of showcasing a lot of this. I like this look of Batman quite a bit.
What was the price on it? Did you say? Sorry.
$40.
Oh, okay. That's great. That beats that even beats Diamond Select, or what is it, Gallery or whatever they do.
Galleries.
If I see it in Target, I'd love to, take a look at it and see in person. Because I know I'll see it there. So
same. So yeah, I think this is the second statue that we've seen, but this one I'm guessing is going to be plastic. The other one was resin, and it was a little bit more action style pose, and it was gray. If you guys remember that, it was weird.
It was gray.
They
did the like red and black sort of.
This is the one I'm talking about here.
How the poster is, or like the teasers and stuff. They did that red and black painted one too.
Yeah,
or
right.
They teased that one. I don't know if that one ever went up for order or whatever.
Yep. So
wow, that's sold out already.
Yeah, that one is. This one is not. This one is still.
No, it was sold out. Or look on your screen, it said sold out.
Yeah, that was the other one that I was talking about,
was
the action posed one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's two. I was talking about 2 statues essentially that we have seen them do, and this is the cheaper of the one, $40. This is what I was saying. I don't think is resin, whereas the other one was $170, 6 scale resin.
This one looks better than the other one.
You think so?
Show the other one again.
Okay, hold on. I like the other one better. I just don't understand the color of it, because it's like gray. So it's like the gray silver looking. Here.
I thought I heard that in that movie his suit actually is gray. It's not a black suit. It
looks black in the trailer.
Yeah, it looks black everywhere I've seen it. But see, like, this is like an actual like silver, not even like gray really. It's pretty
strong. Maybe it is the color that I like more about the other one. And also I don't want it to have mixed media.
You don't, huh?
No, no, sir. See, it says sold out.
Yeah, that one is. Oh, this one.
Yeah.
It does. So it's sold out. Sorry, it is sold out on their website, but you can get it from like Big Bad for $40. Or,
Oh,
like it's still available if you want it. It was $40 on their
they're
website.
really pushing the merchandise for this movie. Better be good.
Yeah. Yeah, cool to see. I hope the movie does well. Obviously, being a Batman fan, and I'm starting to get
looks
excited
amazing.
about it. Yeah. So, okay, Super 7, moving on to that. They had kind of a new line that they dropped for their Ultimates. They got Bruce Lee, a couple Bruce Lee figures coming out. So this one is the Warrior version, right? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, this is the Warrior
Yes.
version. Both are $55. This one's due December Q4 of 2022. And so, yeah, this is Bruce Lee. He's got the option of like his white tank, a bunch of nunchucks, 3 head sculpts, hands, the wooden stick, and then he's got I'm sure there's official names for a lot of these. But yeah, super cool.
What was the Jim Lee that we covered before? What line was that? The Jim Lee, the Bruce Lee?
X-Men.
Yeah, right. The Bruce Lee that we covered before, wasn't there another one?
I don't know. I don't remember it. Do you, Eddie?
Did we cover?
It had like the birdcage accessory with it.
I don't remember.
I think I might remember what you're talking about, but it's a brand we don't cover a ton of.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Storm maybe, or
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, I want the box on here is. I like how they show that off because obviously you guys were talking. That's a good selling point for them. But then so they came out. The second version is the Challenger version, also $55, and on their website they do say fall of 2022. But yeah, this one looks really good too. The visible joints, and I know you guys have complained about possible articulation with Super 7 being not the greatest for what you think it should be. We'll have to see. This one, again, comes with pretty much all the same accessories, but yeah, the Vintage Rebellion has a good point. Tempting few actors who have been dead for 50 years generate such interest. I remember getting the Bruce Lee game for the original Xbox in 2001. That was interesting. Yeah, it's crazy how much of an impact this guy has had on our society in general. It seems like overall it's pretty crazy. But yeah,
I don't like the head sculpts on. Like here, they look fine, but then in the actual product pictures of him like posed up, they don't look good.
Well, I think they're trying to get that weird, like, whoa face that he used to
They
do.
look animated though.
I
could
just thought he
see
looked
that.
a little bulky for Bruce Lee's body.
He does look big. And also, how are these torso pieces gonna work?
Good
Like, are they
question.
sculpted and you peg in the elbows, or because there's a tank top too? So do they slide over, or do the arms come out? Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not
interested
sure.
to see all that.
Not sure. You mean so? Like you're talking about getting that shirt on him?
Yeah, it looks to me like the head will come off, and then the arms will
arms.
peg out, and you slide it over the torso, and then you peg the arms back in. But then, do
The
you
torso
not
looks a little
get
big
shoulder
for that.
articulation anymore, and just elbow articulation, and then
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think a lot of this is renders. That's the one weird thing about, not weird, but they show off a lot of like more so renders, and I think their prototypes aren't the greatest when Super 7 shows things off. But yeah, I'm interested as well. That would be something to find out.
And-
Buy it, Eddie. Let us know.
when you're talking about the articulation, I wouldn't get. He's a kung fu guy, right? You're gonna want to pose this like some crazy stuff, and I don't
Right.
think their articulation works for that. That's why I said if you were doing Power Rangers, go for Hasbro or someone or Mezco, someone that could give you better articulation for figures that are going to be doing martial arts, because these are all single joints. You're going to get basic poses.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest. I have no Super 7 figures to go off of. Do you have? I know, Eddie, you have the Conan, but have you messed around with him? Is that something that?
No.
Okay, so you don't really know either, just from kind of going off of looks and stuff and reviews.
But
Okay.
I don't feel like I'm wrong. Look at the damn arm. You're not gonna.
Yeah, you're not gonna get any good action poses, dynamic poses. Kick, what is that, like flying kick or something like that?
Yeah, they didn't. There's a reason you don't see any of those in this picture, because they couldn't fucking do it either. This is what you're gonna get right here.
Well, interesting too. I guess maybe he has like the grasping hands, but it doesn't look like he has the grasping hands in this picture.
To hold the damn nunchuck.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's
oh,
what
they're
I mean.
right. There's some right there.
They're here.
They're on the left,
Yeah.
Sean.
But it's the render thing with them. So
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I just
Cuervo.
and also I just don't, like I said, I don't think you should get movie figures from Super 7. I think you should stick to like
And I
animated
think
stuff.
I think the reason why like the Power Ranger like the Zords or the villains work for Super 7 is because they are big and bulky and they don't move very well in the costumes anyway. You know, so but I wouldn't. I don't even think I'm gonna buy the Power Rangers for Super 7.
you were gonna get something from them, weren't you?
I kind of want to get the Zords and I want to get Goldar.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, if you get them, yeah, you'll have to let us know.
What's
how
well,
up,
they
you
are.
know what's funny is I've never. I mean, I'm sure I can just order them offline, but I saw a Super 7 box in store the first time at my comic shop. You know, and that's the only place I've ever seen them. I haven't seen them out like at a Target or Walmart, anywhere like that. So, I mean, the boxes look amazing. You know, we've been saying that for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cuervo, this is Super 7 Bruce Lee. Let us know if you get it and hop on, show it off, tell us about it. Okay, so moving on to NECA news, the Monsters Ultimate Mummy colored version is solicited $37.99, February 2022 release. So should be seeing this pretty much everywhere. And Sean, I know you're excited about these. So you're getting this one, right? This is the version that you
No, I'm gonna get the black and white version, but I also was looking at. I searched for the black and white. I believe it's up as well. For whatever reason, they didn't have this one with it.
Gotcha. Cuervo says Team NT Thundercats Super 7 are amazing. Scott Bradley, I have some Super 7 Turtles and they're great. So a lot of people like the TMNT line that they're doing there. So yeah. All right. So we got the old small talk trivia.
Yeah. So this week's small talk trivia is before making toys in 1923, the Hasenfield Brothers Company distributed what product? Was it A, textiles remnants, B, nursing kits, C, masonry tools, or D, pencils? Dylan, what do you think?
I will say
let me-
textile remnants.
Okay. And then let me also, I guess, preface this is also a little bit of a trick question because there are 3 things that they have done, but in multiple years or in different years, I should say. Eddie, what do you think?
You're not supposed to tell people that it's a trick question. You're supposed to let them fall into the trap. You noob. I'm going to go with... my gut was A as well. And then Alvin scared me and said C. But I'll go with my gut and say A.
And Brenton, what do you think?
I'm going to go with D, pencils.
Pencils.
I'll go in rogue, eh?
Let's see. So they did make pencils. That was a lot later. It was about 20 years after this particular product. One of their first toys was a nursing kit that they made, but the answer is A, the textiles.
Knew it. I'm the smartest human being in the world.
Oh, I'm glad I went with my gut as well. You hate to see it. And the first A we had
Equan.
Equan.
Add him to the list. Well, he's already on
All
the
right.
list.
So where are we sitting
Well,
at
you know,
for
he
score?
said DA first, so I feel like that's
Yeah, that
maybe
is
dock
cheating.
him some points, you know.
Maybe
But no
he's
one
just
else
speaking
even said
German.
A,
No
so
one else said
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Dylan
No,
wins.
I was gonna say
Dylan wins
with,
this week.
I was gonna say, oh wait, like take Equan's latest answer, but because I honestly didn't think I was right. Do you have the scores in front of you, Sean?
Yes, I do. So Badfish has 4, Luke has 1, Toy Mafia 1, Equan now has 3, and Alvin J has 1.
Gotcha.
Are
Do
we
you
still?
know?
Yeah. Ask that question, Dylan.
Do you know a threshold that you're working at for the giveaway, Sean, that everyone's going for?
I'm ready to go next show for sure.
Well, I mean, like the points things.
Oh, I was thinking it would just be in like a almost like a raffle. You know, you get that many entries.
Oh, that's
Gotcha.
good.
Okay,
Yeah.
good enough. I think
You have
that
giveaways
works.
lined up? You have figures or?
I can provide them. I got some ready here. I was thinking of
Mayfec
And-
Superman.
we can give no God get the hell out of here. No, but I can do. I have 2 of these. So this one I'm glad I haven't opened it yet. So we can do one of these ones.
Oh.
We can
Dylan,
do Mafex.
You have a friend that likes Mandalorian over here in California. What the fuck?
We can do Mafex Mando, or we can do. There's some Black Series like packages we can do. We can really just leave it up to maybe the winner on what they want, and I can give options. There's like some Hasbro Legends Venom stuff that I could do. I'd have to look again what else there is. Like the Cobra Commander, the Supreme, the one with like the soft good cape. So there's some good options, guys. If you want to tune in, so you said next show you want to do the raffle, Sean?
Yeah, I mean, what is that?
All right.
5, about 10 entries total.
Okay.
So
Well, we know
Alright.
Equan's gonna get banned here.
Just careful, Iquani. He's got a wrench. And he's not afraid to use it.
Give away Brennan's Venoms. I do not have 2 of these Hush Supermans. Sorry, Scott.
Patience.
I'll keep an eye out though for you. I just kind of stay close to trying to find these things when I'm.
Corvo's asking, what's this raffle?
Okay, yeah, great question, Cuervo. So in the middle of every Small Talk episode, we do a Small Talk trivia that Sean runs, and every one you get right, you get a point. And the more points for every point you have, that is essentially goes towards an eventual raffle giveaway that we will do. Most of the time, that's going to be obviously like a small figure or something like that to work for. So, yeah, a lot of these guys have pretty much been in every one. So, we've been doing it for some time now. I think it replaced Sean's collecting comments segment.
Comments,
So,
yeah.
yeah. But yeah, so it's tune in there. But so some news here with Hasbro. Hasbro has extended. They released a statement. They extended its Star Wars license with Lucasfilm and Disney, officially continuing its master toy license for the brand. In addition, they picked up Indiana Jones, which will launch in 2023, along with the next movie. On the minus side, Disney Princess license will move back over to Mattel, where it was before Hasbro snagged it in 2016. So, little change of licensing there. I that's kind of what I touched on a little earlier. It with Hasbro having that Star Wars license, no one knows obviously if that means like Mezco couldn't pick it up, or if Mezco would have to get it from Hasbro, or how any of that would work. But yeah, we'll have to see here. For Black Series, they released the 6-inch Boba Fett Tython Jedi Runes version of them. This is $31.49. God, I hate those random numbers they pick because it's a Walmart exclusive. $31.49. Pre-orders are going to go live the 8th, is what it sounds like. at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So 12 our time here, Central, on Walmart or at Walmart.com. So if you want to grab that one, you can. And then I believe the one we have pictured here is the Vintage Collection Boba Fett Morak version. So this is the 3 3/4 inch scale, Target exclusive, $20.99, due fall of 2020. Here's the Black Series. This is the Black Series one. Yep.
Is that Tamora Morrison or is that The Rock? Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I think it's okay, honestly, for 3 3/4 inch.
No, I know. I'm just.
I thought they both looked about the same.
You can move on.
When did his pants get so baggy like MC Hammer?
Oh, too soon, man.
Dang.
MC.
Yeah, I've said it
Boba
before.
time, didn't it? No,
I've said it before that I'm not a huge fan of this look of Boba Fett, but so yeah, this is the Black Series one that we were talking about here. And then so Sean, if you want to grab Marvel Legends news here.
Yeah, so the only thing we got from Marvel Legends is the X-Men 90s animated series VHS packaging wave. It is a Pulse exclusive for $26.99, due out June 1st. You'll get Mr. Sinister, Jubilee, and Wolverine. Honestly, I really like these in general. I think the packaging is the best part of it, especially the way you can display it. I think one of my favorite parts of the packaging is it even gives a little nod in the corner where it says, I think it says MVL, where the VHS logo used to be on the boxes. So I thought that was really cool. And I don't remember exactly who it was from the 90s series, but they got I believe it's the artists to come back and do all these for them. So that was cool. We talked about that on when we had Hasbro Pulse.
Quan said, I wonder if Boba will make another cameo in episode 7. Fair point. But yeah, so I think these have been out a while, or at least teased for a long time. I know the Jubilee and Wolverine have been out for a while. But yeah, they're starting to really kind of market them together as the wave. And they've teased other ones coming out, so yeah, there's if there's any Jim Lee Batman figures that you're worried about, definitely just kind of wait it out here. But
it would be cool to
Jim
see
Lee
if
Batman?
You mean X-Men?
Yeah,
X-Men, sorry.
What a piece of shit you are.
It'd be cool to see them continue the wave into other animated shows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would.
Gargoyles.
Spider-Man.
Not really Spider. No one cares about Spider.
I was thinking the Iron Man wave, or the Iron Man animated.
So
Okay, no one really cares about Iron Man. I'd rather see Spider-Man. What the fuck?
Storm Collectibles came out with another Golden Axe kind of figure set. It's
Lame.
Axe Battler Deluxe version. What?
Why are they putting him back out with skeletons? I don't like that.
Nah, that's because people like it. I don't know.
Because I didn't get the skeletons when I bought him the first time. What the fuck?
Yeah, that is annoying. So it's a set. Reissue. It comes with the 2 skeletons, and then obviously Axe Battler and his dragon. What's the thing called? Red dragon figure.
Yeah.
That he can ride, and so total this goes for is $229, and this is due March 2022. So quick turnaround there.
How much are the skeletons normally? Like, do you remember how much the 2 packs
80,
have been? 80 right?
bucks. So 60
this was,
to 80 or something like that.
This was $150 regular release. So I guess it is $230. It is like a normal price, just getting skeletons.
Yeah, like if you get the lizard skeletons that are still up, that I'm still thinking about, by the way, those are $80, $77.99. The gold,
those look good with Mythic Legions, Dylan.
I know, that's kind of why I was thinking about getting them. The gold ones were $109.99 on Big Bad, but that was because I think they were exclusives somewhere else. But Silvers were 90, and then the pink ones, the NYCC 2020 exclusive skeletons, were only $60.
I think they're doing what you were talking about like a while ago, which is like they've done everything in the line, so now they're re-releasing like the first figure in the line with extras, so you can, like, for those people that missed the beginning of the line,
Restart
could
it,
get the
kinda.
rest of the line, yeah, and not worry about having missed the battler.
Yeah, that's what Super 7 did with their Thundercats line when they came out that tank. They like re-released a bunch of them to kind of get them back into it there.
They still haven't. I mean, we still haven't got the chick. We haven't got the little. Why am I blanking on dwarf-looking dude?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Like, I want them already. What the fuck?
You ordered them, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's so niche. You of all people were into this game. Like I feel like this was like before me, but you're younger than me and you were into this.
Yeah,
Gilius
I'm
Thunderhead.
extremely younger than you. It's crazy. The
Extremely
Sega,
take it easy.
Sega was my, well, not my first. I think I had a Nintendo or Super Nintendo. I don't know how the timeline works, but I remember playing Sonic and X or Golden Axe like the most on my Sega Genesis. So yeah, it's randomly I had that. So I know that's crazy to me too, but
I
it
don't
was
remember
fucking
this
amazing.
game at all.
Big
You're
Bad
too young,
says,
son. You're too young. It's
Big
before
Bad
your
Toy
time.
Store says February
I'm way older.
2022. So it could be coming out this month for you, Schmitty.
Let's hope so.
So Threezero dropped another DLX figure. This I'm pretty jacked about, and I know you were too, Sean. So this is the Iron Man from the Infinity Saga. So this is their Infinity Saga DLX line. That's kind of what they're calling it. Iron Man Mark 46. So it's the suit from Civil War. $99.90, due October of 2022. So probably safe to say Q3 of this year. This looks really good. I'm ordering this. Sean, what do you think?
I am ordering it for sure. This is my favorite outside of like Avengers suits. This is my favorite suit of the other movies.
Did you guys order any of the other suits in the line?
No, I'm not gonna, because the other one was the Mark 43, right? I'd much rather have the Mark 45.
They've done the 43. They've done the Hulkbuster, and they did War Machine or Iron Patriot. Yeah,
Iron Patriot. No.
Yep. So, and then just by the way, I think someone in the chat mentioned this, that Hulkbuster is starting to ship out and there's reviews out. Everything looks good with it. A lot of people are impressed. I think some people are a little sad about the articulation in it isn't as good as they were expecting, but I know a lot of people are liking them.
I haven't seen the review, but I saw Foosh put his review up.
Yeah, I haven't watched any yet either, but yeah. So, Eddie, what do you think of this line and this figure overall?
Well, it's cool. Very, very tempting. Very tempting. I think they are doing some great things. I seen the review for the 43 that Foosh did, and it looked really good. And I'm, excited to see his review of the Hulkbuster. And the 46, I'm not like. It's a cool looking suit. I actually like the 45 more. I know that's like not normal. People love the 46, and until they do the Mark 1 and the Mark 3, I'm not going to be like, super tempted. Those are my favorites of all time, so. What about you, Brenton?
You're on mute.
I didn't say, oh, Dylan is on mute. I was like, I was done
Dylan's
talking.
on mute.
You go, Brenton. To hell with Dylan.
Yeah, what do you think of this, Brendan?
Yeah, I mean, it looks good. I prefer the Iron Man with like the circle chest piece. That's just me though. So whatever suits have that. I am terrible with the Iron Man suits. There's just 8 million of them, and
That's
Dude.
that's what I was gonna say. Is I think more people like the 45, Eddie. That's what I was trying to say when I was on mute. Than
Oh,
you
really?
think. Yeah,
Oh.
I think more people like it than you probably think. Like Dean, it's his favorite one. I'm pretty sure he's said
Really? I
before.
didn't
Yeah,
know that.
because people find it more satisfying because it's like the perfect kind of, what is it, hexagon or circle. A lot of people like the regular,
Oh,
whereas
what's
this
it?
one's kind of that
I just
odd
love.
shape.
I love Ultron in the MCU.
Yeah.
I think he was one of the best villains, other than Thanos. He was
Really?
played so well. I love Ultron, and I would love to see them do an Ultron because like all these people do Iron Man, and Ultron's pretty much the same
Right.
thing. So it would be amazing for them to do an Ultron. But that's why I like the 45 so much. It has that helmet look of Ultron.
Yeah, and so just so everyone knows, their DLX line is like pretty much 1/12 scale, a little bit bigger maybe. So this one stands at about 6.9 inches tall, and then they said they said this one I think all of them so far in the DLX have die-cast system that they say 48 points of articulation. So, and then they always make you always hear the joke about, can it do the superhero pose? They make it a point to say that it can do those, and they show pictures of it on their website as well. But yeah, this one, this is my favorite suit overall. Like out of all of them, 46 has always been my favorite, and I think that might just be associating it with Civil War, since that's probably my favorite MCU movie. And I will be ordering this. And just to let everyone know, if you order, I think I mentioned this on the main show too, if you order this straight from Threezero's website, you get charged up front, just FYI, so you know that. You will get it early, like I got when I ordered my Giant Spain Threezero Game of Thrones figure. I got that guy really early from ordering on the website, but the issue is that you get charged right away up front. So if anyone's ever thinking about that, just FYI there. And then shipping isn't god awful, and it does come quick. So overall, if you can get past or don't mind spending up front, don't worry about the shipping. I think it's like 15 or 16 bucks or something like that. So
I have the SH Figure Arts Captain America from Civil War, so I'm interested to see how he'll compare to this one, to kind of do that comic book pose that they do when they're both kind of going at it in the old base in the movie, like when they start fighting again.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see them kind of compare to each other, and then you and I we'll have to do a showcase on this figure when we get them in. Eddie, does that mean you're getting it?
Hell no, but it looks cool.
Get it, and we'll do a giveaway.
Yeah, so cool figure. I'm glad they keep continuing that line. It stinks that to get lines for Marvel kicked off, they have to do smother you with Iron Man, like what Eddie said. Hopefully we start seeing some other ones, but
it's really interesting. I don't think they haven't done a non-armored figure yet, right? Like a non-Iron Man in this line. So I wonder if it's just all gonna be Iron Man.
I don't think so, because they call it the Infinity Saga DLX line, essentially. Mm-hmm. So I'm really hoping, because they say Threezero Marvel Studios are thrilled to introduce the next Marvel DLX action figure. So I think there is more in line. It's just obviously gonna have to do well, and that's probably why they start with Iron Man figures.
I just hope they kind of start building out a team then, because like they've got what'd you say, the Iron Patriot, right? They have this one and the Mark 43 and the Hulkbuster and stuff. So maybe build out some of the teams from those films.
Yeah, I will say, if anyone has a chance to unseat Mezco as kind of the go-to or premier small-scale company, it would be Threezero if they're able to expand on this. this line more. It's already becoming fairly good. People are getting it in hand. The turnaround hasn't been god awful. It's looking really really good, and we'll have to see once they start doing some movie likeness and portraits what like a Captain America or Thor would look like. That is one thing to note, that we haven't gotten anything like that. We haven't gotten a Tony head sculpt or anything like that yet. I think, you know, we know now, or everyone always talks about how expensive Robert Downey's likeness is, so that probably has to do with it. But yeah, that's interesting if we start seeing some head sculpts. That
The fact that they haven't done a Tony one yet is telling me that it's all going to be Iron Man.
I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't think it will be. I think they just have to kickstart it with it, just to try something new and gauge interest. So
Even Hasbro's Infinity Saga has crossed movies. So
yeah, right. Yeah, I think they'll eventually either get pushed or have to try a different figure in that line. We'll see here. But anyways, so that's all we got for news here. We want to thank our Patreons real quick, everyone. Thanks, chat, by the way. You guys were awesome today. A lot of fun. A lot of mustache comments as well. But yeah, Eddie, if you want to knock out the Patreon read here quick.
Yeah, we'd like to thank Sean Fear, Ian CB, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, Lemur Hernandez, King Louis, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, James Cully, Joao Bretta, Equan, Chris Valencerina, Ben Thomas, Chris Letty, Ruben K.S. Rivera Jr., David Jones, Sweet Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Krett, Big Fern, King Zachary V, Caesar Mariquin, Mike Cruz, Lisa Martin Bamonski, Rick DeGregorio, Alvin Jules, The Everyday Collector, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, Erwin Azucena, The Illustrious Rainer, Aled Morgan, Scott Smith, Don Matten, Bola Boy, Jimmy James, Mario Cortez, Stephen Percha, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Stephen Maria Stanley, Jesse Contreras, Eddie Manzanares, Joe Corpus, Louis Bennett, Chip Perrin, Jimmy Hernandez, and Brenton Palmer. Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys. You guys
Thank you
are
guys.
the reason we get to do this and look so average on good cameras. Sean in the chat is saying he got the Mark 43. He needs to unbox it. Sean, if you want, hop on next Small Talk and show it off, or something. I'm super interested in
They
knowing
still have
what
some
you think of it.
at Stevens. So if someone else picks it up too, that'd be
Did I
cool.
read someone's name wrong?
I didn't hear.
Cuervo says Jose. Like he's saying Jose, like I didn't read someone's name right.
Jose. Oh, because I think when you were reading Jose CZ, you said Jose or something.
Oh, and then
like
I
that.
corrected, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
Alright,
so.
My bad, Cuervo.
And sorry, everyone. This is my fault. This is actually not even the most updated one. There's a more recent one, I believe, on here with an updated name, and this is why I thought of it, because there was a funny name on there that I wanted to show. Hold on for 1 second. Sorry for not having the most updated one, everyone. But so the one I was missing here is let's see, Gigi the Judgmental, and
then our
Yeah.
bad Gigi.
so our bad Gigi. Love that she's on there's Gigi the Judgmental. That's awesome.
What
Yeah.
a dingus. I
That
hope
one-
you're
that
talking
one was
about Dylan, Zach.
What did he say?
He said, "What a dingus."
Oh, yeah. Okay, so February benefits. People are getting. Do people have these in hand yet? So it's the Oxfather Gandalf
Not
sticker
yet.
and then Pete Aragorn sticker.
Yeah, these are shipping this month.
Okay. Yeah. And then we should have the next sticker here, so stay tuned there. And then the updated YouTube channel member 2, just to let you guys know when. So we have Mojo Z78, Absolute Irwin, Test Jess 1, DK Avenger 702, OMFG Rick, Mike Coxlong, OG Fan, The Pemricas, Mark Pearson, Ben Thomas, and Justin Harass. Thank you guys. And then, so just to go back to the Patreon tiers, we got the Sweet Angel at $5 a month. If you, with that, you get exclusive swag sent straight to your door, like a sticker, and then access to Ox After Dark, and then Certified Crispy at $15 a month. You get all of that, including a Certified Crispy certificate on first pledge, and then help with figure fixes by Zach. And then What a Guy, $25 a month. You get 18 by 24 silhouette signed for collecting weekly live silhouette. And then doubles of all the stickers and benefits of the previous tiers. And then just to let you know, international postage will be charged at cost for them, or we can send a free printable file. And then for the YouTube channel members, we got the Patreon only 99-cent loyalty badges, and then the Peanut Gallery $2.99 with member shoutouts as well. And then, so this is our slide for. Yeah, I blew it, Zach. My bad. So of course he comes in looping in on the back end, flying into the chat.
Aired your dirty laundry, man.
I know.
The chat message, you hate to see it.
So, anyways, the weekly shows, we got the Collecting Weekly Live every Tuesday at 8:30 Central, After Dark 10:30 Central on Wednesdays, and then Collecting Weekly Live Unboxing on Mondays. And then bi-weekly, we exchange Thursdays with Only Fools and Collecting, our British folks, friends, Ian and Pete. They will be going live next week, and their most recent episode uploaded today. And obviously we will be back live in 2 weeks from now, at the same time, 8:30 Central every other Thursday. In and Outs of Collecting, you guys are going live tomorrow, Eddie, correct?
Yep. 8 p.m. Eastern. That's a fucking lie. 8 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Central, and 11 Eastern. Sorry, guys.
Okay. And are you guys every other Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still every other Friday. Same week as Small Talk. That's how you guys know.
Yep. And then Live and Let Dice. And then for our monthly shows, we have the Ringcast, Bricks and Brews. Oh, and Pose Wars is bi-weekly now. You guys just had the second, or was it the third episode of that?
I think it was the fourth, man. Where are you at?
Oh, man.
It was the fourth or the fifth episode. And then they got the next episode is, I want to say, the 12th. And then still TBA on the next Live and Let Dice episode.
And few more YouTube channel members I wanted to call out. We had Paul Schreiber and Andrew Gibo, S-Beam, Andreas IB, and then CC3PO. Thank you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much our show here. It was a good show. We had some solid news, things I'm excited about. You guys have any shout outs or some summaries?
Shout out to Brenton for joining us. Thank you, man. And shout out
Yeah.
to Eddie for inviting him.
Yeah, thanks for joining, Brendan, man.
Yeah, shout out to you guys for having me. I appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun.
No problem, dude.
Absolutely. It looks like you're in a dungeon there, Brenton. You gotta crank on some lights there. What's going on?
The children.
You okay? Oh.
It's just in the basement. Don't worry.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Just locked away in the dungeon. Yeah. Thanks, Brenton, for hopping on. Good to have you. I know we talked about this a while back, so I'm glad we were able to finally get you on. And then shout out to the chat. You guys are still lit right now.
We
You
had
guys
a
were fun.
booming chat and live views today. Thank you guys. We want to get up there, 24's, that's steadily rising again. So let us know what we could do to keep that going.
You're welcome.
Maybe start later. It seems like once we get the California
We'll get
boys
rid of
to
Sean
join,
if that helps. I don't know.
well, it seems like the West Coast joins and small talk numbers seem to always rise towards the end. But yeah, good show. Good having you guys. Thanks all for tuning in. And I probably don't say this enough. If you guys ever want to hop in on small talk, maybe talk about a new figure you got, anything like that, feel free to ping any of us and ask. They'll just, we'll have to cover a few things beforehand, and, feel free to hop in. We're more than open for that, obviously, with small talk. Everyone collects different things for small figures, so we love to expand on that. But other than that, we got nothing else. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Small Talk, the show where we talk about absolutely nothing important at all. Good night, everyone.